What could have been, what should have been a beneficial match day for Juventus, match day 33, became a horror show. No excuses because of ourselves. And I perfectly know why. And no, it's not because what you think. I will surprise you because yesterday they surprised me in an extremely negative way. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. When I'm angry, like I am this morning because I didn't sleep, no fancy video, no editing, I will just go and explain you what I saw yesterday. This afternoon I will speak trying to be a bit more calm because I will come back with a second video, this time with Hashball, my great friend, that said, Beppe, we need to speak about that horror show because we will speak about it. I want to speak about Dusan Vlahovic, I want to speak about Juventus, I want to speak about Tudor, I want to speak about what we saw or what we didn't see yesterday. Look, I answer you immediately. You know why we lost yesterday? I know perfectly why we lost. Because we were not scared. Because we were not scared. And you will tell me, Beppe, what are you speaking about? It's already an entire season that you are telling me that we are scared and that's why we are not playing well. And now you are telling me because we were not scared, that's why we lost. That's why we didn't play well. Yesterday we were not scared. Yesterday, you know what we were? We were arrogant. That's what we were yesterday. We were arrogant yesterday. And you know when? You can already understand that we were arrogant immediately. When Locatelli at the 30th second is taking the ball, is going with a shot. We thought, oh, tranquilli, we will win, easy. Now we have a new coach. We did 3 games. We surprised against Genoa. We surprised against Lecce in putting our way of playing, pressing, being aggressive. We won 2 games out of 3. We did well against a Roma that didn't lose since 17, 18 games. Tranquilli, we will do it. We will win in their home. We don't care. And you know what's even worse? That we have 11 days to prepare it. And this actually played against Juve. Not because what I said yesterday morning that I hate traveling in the morning, because you're not 100% focused, because the game was postponed and we should have played on. No! That's not the reason why. The real reason why it was not beneficial for Juventus that we had 11 days to prepare it is because we wanted to prepare it in way of playing. We thought now we will not only go and win, we will not only do the dirty work, we will not try to go with the balls that Juventus missed the entire season and probably since a few seasons, but we'll try to do it with some play, with some style. This Juventus has no style and it's absolutely not the request for the remaining 10 games when Tudor arrived. Now 5 games to play, or 9 games that he had to play. Now 5 games to play. This is not a request. Not a single Juventino today are expecting from Tudor, from the boys that are showing calcio champagne, that are showing an identity. And probably, because I said it yesterday, don't attack Tudor, and this is not what I want to do, but of course we can speak of the things that he missed yesterday, the things that he did some mistakes, because of course he did some mistakes. And I believe that yesterday, probably the will of Igor Tudor to say, I am not only a caretaker, I can do more than only being a caretaker, a motivator, a Juventino. Probably in these 11 days, when he had all the time in the world to prepare the game, he wanted to show something that the guys, they are not ready. They are not ready to show. Absolutely not. We are far from. Yesterday I didn't understand why Tudor on the sideline. He was not like he was in that first game against Genoa. He was not like he was against Roma, against Lecce. We didn't see him angry. Why was he not angry? Why, Igor, you don't change 3, 4, 5 players already at the 45th minute? Because we will speak about the players in a second. We will speak about them. A total disaster yesterday. All of them except of one. Except of one, we said it already immediately yesterday. We know it. It is Kalulu from the first minute until the 90th, 93rd, 94th, I don't remember. That was the only one that yesterday deserved to wear that beautiful shirt. The third one that is really beautiful with that old logo that is bringing us back to beautiful memories, to beautiful souvenir of a really great Juve, a winning Juve. That was the only one that deserved to wear that one. Kalulu. That's it. That's it. Yesterday a disaster. I'm asking myself, how is it possible that we didn't enter as usual? The skill of Tudor is that being aggressive, is that intensity, is the fire in the eyes, is the will of winning no matter what. And probably yesterday we didn't understand it. We were arrogant. We thought we were too beautiful. Look immediately, maybe it was a strategy to not go 100% in the first 15 minutes. Because then you will not be able to keep 90 minutes long, which is really strange when you have 11 days to prepare, when you have 11 days to rest. Strange. But anyway, I could possibly understanding, but it was really strange yesterday at the 4th minute that we saw Parma playing in their halves, managing the game, because Parma, they didn't do a great game in the first half. It was Juventus that was a total disaster yesterday. Pass accuracy was nowhere. Everyone was flopping. There were people that were sleeping on the field. Weston McKennie, this one, players that they didn't know what to do, people that were hiding, they didn't want to touch the ball yesterday, They didn't want to touch the ball. They were not aggressive on the players. They didn't want to show, we are here to win. We don't care to put our sleeves up and to fight. Yesterday we didn't see it, And we didn't see it in the first quarter where you said, maybe it's a strategy, you keep your energy for a bit late. No, we didn't see it in the second quarter. We didn't see it in the third quarter. In the third quarter, that goal is arriving. Again, the usual one. A mistake, an individual from Cambiaso. Can we speak about Cambiaso? Let me go back on the players at the end. But Cambiaso, that is giving that ball, I don't know what he's doing. Then we go to the other side. We are not close enough to our player because we give them all the time in the world. Valeri or Valenti, I don't even know he's the player. I never heard about these players. All the time in the world to put a perfect cross, not in the arms of Di Gregorio, like we did on Suzuki the entire game. How many crosses did we have? 37 crosses, 37 times we were putting them in the hands of Suzuki. He didn't need to dive. Yesterday it was a beautiful training session against Juve. Can you imagine? What are we speaking about? A training session of Suzuki. Every time, ball to Suzuki. Hep, ball for you. And he was taking the ball. A total shame. Well, we gave them all the time for a perfect cross. And again, on that second post, a player. Boom. Bobovieri Prime. Never heard about Pellegrino. I know Pellegrini. I know another Pellegrini. Pellegrino I never heard about. Boom! He's going with that goal. Who is to blame there? Everyone. This time especially Lloyd Kelly. I defended Kelly a lot because he did some good performances, but even the good performances of Kelly, guys, what are we speaking about? It's a 25, I don't know exactly how much, 25 million euro investment on a permanent deal. It's not a loan, permanent deal for a 27 years old player. Yesterday, that's the player that we have at the moment. I say, and I continue to say, in the 3-man defense, Lloyd Kelly on the bench, rotational player that is ready to enter, he can do the job. One game here, the Coppa Italia there. But if he is the starter of Juve for that price, because that's what you are expecting if you are spending that money, we are not there. But it's not only him. Renato Vega, how many misses again yesterday? He has, of course, that improvement margin. He will become a great defender. But also yesterday, mistakes. The worst game of Khéphren Thuram. Where was Khéphren Thuram? Was he putting too much respect? Was he emotional because he was playing in the stadium of his father, Lilian Thuram? Is it that? I don't know, but yesterday, a disaster game of Thuram. Locatelli, after a first half where he's hiding a bit, he's not as present, as involved on the ball, but he was doing okay the job, maybe the second good player and only player. In that second half, he starts to do a disaster. Pass to Parma, wrong there, frustration falls, because if you go with your captain, the captain that is showing you the example that he is extremely frustrated with these kind of falls and taking, if could have been a red card, but going with these ones, you are putting scare, you are putting fear. A Juventus that I told you entered in an arrogant way, and then we didn't play because this team cannot play. This is the reality. I always told you this team is made to play centrally. You know what we did yesterday? We went on the wings. No, we can't go on the wings. We need to play with Locatelli, Thuram going with these balls vertical, centrally. Trying to be a bit of danger. The problem is there. Who do you pass it to? Because yesterday, before the game, Lloyd Kelly said, our Mr. Igor Tudor is asking us to play more offensively. Is asking us to find the strikers. But then if you have a Dusan Vlahovic, last goal on the 27th of February. If you have a Colomwani, last goal on the 7th of February, I believe. So 20 days even before that they are not able to control a ball, to dribble, to shot. A total disaster. Yesterday, Dusan Vlahovic went out. Yesterday, Dusan Vlahovic at the 45th minute. I don't even know if he entered. Yeah, he entered because he did really bad things. Yesterday, disaster. You know what was the word on Tuttosport to describe the performance of Dusan Vlahovic? Embarrassing, and I totally agree. You know what Gazzetta dello Sport, Gazzetta, this is a really defender of Dusan Vlahovic. You know what they wrote yesterday? In the vote, 5 as the score, and then they are writing at the halftime he's going out officially for an injury. Officially for an injury. Officially for an injury. I repeat it 3 times because did you see the injury of Dusan Vlahovic? I didn't see it. I didn't see it personally. Where did he got injured? When he went to the bathroom at the halftime? I don't know, guys. I don't know. This morning we saw Milik at the J Medical. Will we see Dusan Vlahovic? Question mark. These are my questions. We didn't win a single duel in the first half. Nobody of us. Really, really, really bad. We are missing quality. We are missing personality. We are missing that nastiness. We are not nasty. We are not naughty. We don't have the fire in the heart. Yesterday, 0. And you know when it started to change from that arrogance in the beginning of the game, how we entered, it flipped to being scared. Because then Parma scored, and then it was easy for Parma. They put themselves in an extremely solid way. They showed it against Fiorentina. They showed it against other teams. They showed it in the second half against Inter that they can be really a solid team behind. They put themselves super organized. It was their game in their home, leading 1-0 already. With the Juventus that had absolutely no idea. And that moment, from that moment on, when you had no idea, you try to do I don't know what. But Tudor said it yesterday. If you believe that you can go with patterns, if you believe that you can go with program things, it will not work if you don't have that will to put that ball into the net. And none of us was having it. Yesterday, 2 shots on target, 2 sloppy ones. The one of Conceição, the one I believe from Colomani or Dusan Vlahovic, I don't even remember. I know Colomani in the second half. Sloppy shots. That's it. That's it from 16 attempts. We didn't want. Yesterday we didn't want. What else? What else did I write here? I think I said nearly everything. You want to go through the players? I told you the worst one yesterday, Dusan Vlahovic. Cambiaso that I said yesterday live is the new Alexandro. At the moment, at today, Cambiaso is the new Alexandro. Why? Alexandro, 70 million euro offer from Chelsea, refused. The player never came back. The player never left, and player never came back. We never saw Alexandro again. Yeah, same story with Cambiaso at the moment. Hopefully he will prove me wrong. But at the moment, that's what we saw since December. Where is Cambiaso? Cambiaso, total disaster. Cambiaso. Lloyd Kelly, huge big mistake yesterday. Locatelli disappeared. And where is that character from the captain? Because that's what he needs to show in difficult moments. Because it's easy when you're playing against Lecce. Not that Lecce, because then... But it's easy when you have a full team that is going forward, when things are going well. Beautiful. But when things are tough, that's where you need an extension of the coach on the field. Is he the extension of the coach? I don't know. Yesterday he didn't show me that he wanted to bring. No, he started with frustration fouls. Nico Gonzalez, boo, 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 boo. Weston McKennie, nowhere. He disappeared. And it's already the second season that he arrives at 3/4 of the season and he disappears. I don't know what to say anymore. Except that we are 5th at the moment. There is just one thing that I want to add on that is the fact that, yes, it's not looking good. But we have 5 games to play. Bologna has a really tough one. Lazio has an easier one. Our big competitor is Lazio. Look, if today I tell you it's not over for Serie A, next Sunday, I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what performances we will deliver against Monza. That is also a team that is fighting. They have the fire in the eyes to not go in relegation, even if mathematically we are that close. But they want to save. You remember the first game of Serie A of Monza was against Juve. Let's see if their last game in Serie A will again do the same results as the first one. Pay attention. Today, I'm not confident to play against Monza. People are telling me, Beppe, we will lose against Bologna. Beppe will not be able to beat Lazio. First, think about Monza. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Really, really, really bad Juve yesterday. I didn't appreciate it. So, if you want to put a maximum of like, don't forget to... Oh, you will tell me, Beppe, what about Giuntoli? Giuntoli is the number one. Giuntoli is the number one because he put all these players together. Because he decided to spend so much money on this, on this, on this. Number one. Then the players. The coach. Ciao Juventini of the world. Forza Juve.